Deputies shoot a suspect in Paramount. Desmond Shaw is live in SkyCal with more. Des.
And that suspect rushed to the hospital in unknown condition tonight, Rudy, on the 8000 block of Alhambra Avenue. You can see the very active scene here with LA County Sheriff's deputies. They had responded to a domestic situation with someone's boyfriend who was allegedly making threats to them. When they got to the scene, they were not only holding a weapon, they were also holding a baby and apparently threatening the baby's mother with a gun. So after a short standoff, deputies shot the suspect, and again, they're in the hospital in unknown condition. The baby is okay, fortunately. We do have some videos to show you. We got kind of a far glimpse of the baby with what we believe is the mother or a guardian. And then we also got a little shot of the ambulance that was on its way to St. Francis Hospital with that suspect. And finally, there was someone else that was inside the house where this was all taking place that was kind of uncooperative with deputies, and they were detained as well. All deputies
Oh, this is a crazy situation.
accounted for. The mother's okay, the baby's okay, but that suspect, a gunshot wound in unknown condition, and a big investigation tonight with LA County Sheriff.
Let's back that up a tad bit and hear it one more time. So, who? First of all, they said a boyfriend and a girlfriend were arguing. So, is the mother the girlfriend and the boyfriend is the one who grabbed the baby as a hostage?
Live in SkyCal with more. Des.
And that suspect rushed to the hospital in unknown condition tonight, Rudy, on the 8000 block of Alhambra Avenue. You can see the very active scene here with LA County Sheriff's deputies. They had responded to a domestic situation with someone's boyfriend who was allegedly making threats to them. When they got to the scene, they were not only holding a weapon, they were also holding a baby and apparently threatening the baby's mother with a gun. So after a short standoff, deputies shot the suspect, and again, they're in the hospital in unknown condition. The baby is okay, fortunately. We do have some videos to show you. We got kind of a far glimpse.
Absolutely crazy. Let's go over into this next video.
Okay, also this morning, sheriff's deputies fatally shoot a suspect who was holding a gun in one hand and a toddler in the other in Paramount, using that toddler as an apparent shield.
All right, I think we got our signal fixed here, and Mario is live with the details on that.
If that's the boyfriend of the domestic abuse situation, all I can say is, be careful who you choose to be your partner, especially if you got other kids and you want them to love your kids, but they could do something horrible to them. This or something even worse. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's right, Bob and Jen. We've got some new details about that child, a 2-year-old boy. He is safe this morning with the mother. And as for the suspect, well, he was shot and later died at the hospital. It all played out here at this home on Alhambra Avenue. And you can see part of a respirator here on the ground where the suspect was treated, a pool of blood. We're not showing it to you, but just in front of that vehicle parked out front. Let's go to the aerials here showing you the scene and the response here. A huge response from above that really triggered all of this. It started around 9:30 last night. The man deputies opened fire on was loaded into an ambulance and rushed to a hospital. He was hit by gunfire, later died at the hospital, and a car left in the middle of the street. Door open marks part of the active crime scene as investigators are working to figure out how all this unfolded. Now, that baby found safe and unharmed. Neighbors tell us the suspect was holding a gun in one hand and the child in the other as officers were shouting at him, even using the baby as a shield at one point. Deputies spent the night searching that vehicle and the area around the home after responding to initial reports of a person with a gun. That mother left with the 2-year-old boy after the suspect was transported. The street stayed shut down overnight as homicide detectives took over, which happens after any deputy-involved shooting in Los Angeles County. Now, we can tell you that if we come back out here live at this hour, LA Sheriff's officials are not releasing what led up to the shooting or what he may have done in those last moments. Neighbors that we're hearing from say the suspect appeared to be under the influence. They also add that the suspect didn't fire his weapon. It was only deputies who fired one shot, and that's what led to his death here.
Yeah, they got to protect themselves and try to protect the baby. Not surprised by that. Not surprised by that. There's a lot of crazy things to think about. So does the domestic abuse have anything to do with, is that the same person that had the hostage? There's a lot of crazy things, y'all. A lot of crazy things. Let's see. So let's go over into this article. I don't think this article gives us any more anything else crazy. Let's see. So a man was shot by Los Angeles County Sheriff deputies during a standoff in Paramount has died. According to the sheriff's officials, the incident unfolded Thursday night after reports of a person with a gun. A toddler involved in the confrontation was not injured and is safe, the investigators said. What we know. So deputies around 9:30 responded to the 800 block in Paramount for calls of a person with a gun. According to the initial information from the scene, the suspect was reportedly on the porch of a home holding a firearm. Initial radio calls and witnesses accounts describe the man holding a gun in one hand and his 2-year-old son in the other. So it's his son. He was holding his son? But those details have not been confirmed by the sheriff's department. So it's just a rumor right now, or it's just hasn't been confirmed by the police, but that's what they're saying. They're saying that he was holding his son. So a domestic abuse of his wife. He was overly intoxicated, it sounded like from the video. He had a gun in his hand, in one hand, and his son in the other. The confrontation escalated into a deputy-involved shooting around 9:59. The suspect was struck by gunfires. No deputies were injured. Los Angeles County Police Department, Los Angeles County Fire Department paramedics transported the man to a nearby hospital at 10:07. Sheriff officials later confirmed that the suspect was pronounced dead overnight. Investigators said that the child involved in this incident was not shot and is safe. Homicide detectives responded to the scene as part of standard protocol. What we don't know. Authorities have not released the suspect's identity. It remains unclear what led to the confirmation and what prompted deputies to open fire, or whether the suspect made any statements before or during the standoff. They have not confirmed witness accounts that the man was using the baby as a shield. Investigators also have not disclosed the relationship between the suspect and the child, but neighbors say the suspect is the boy's father. The sheriff's department said no additional information is available at this time. Ladies, be careful who you have children with. Simple as that. We live in a world nowadays where there are a lot of crazy people. We just got to be honest about it. You have to be careful who you decide to decide to have a baby with. I mean, we can't make excuses. Yes, it might not have seen it in again, but just it is hard to choose a right person. It's hard to see past the mirage and the fake self that people might present sometimes, and know if you're getting the genuine person. But you got to be careful. We got to choose better. Don't have random, unprotected sex with people who you aren't intending, who aren't you don't know anything about. It's a tragic situation. I wonder how old the kid was. They said a toddler, so he might not remember anything about this, because if it was his father and his father was killed holding him and possibly using him as a hostage, that's something hard to get over. We need to wait for more information, but right now it's suspected that the father was using his son, holding him in one hand and a gun in the other, during an argument with the girlfriend. I don't know about wife, could be girlfriend or wife, but mother of the child. That is what they are saying. That is what the neighbors are saying. And we just got to wait for more information from the police department. At the end of the day, y'all, choose your partners carefully. Choose your partners carefully. But y'all, we got to review the world together, y'all. We have to review the world together. Absolute crazy situation, y'all. I wasn't expecting to see that. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the World. Remember to like and subscribe.